Today's topic is hepatitis virus. It causes 1.3 million deaths worldwide annually and causes liver disease, which include acute and chronic infection, liver failure, cirrhosis, and hepatocellular carcinoma. Currently, there are 5 main varieties of hepatitis virus and 6 poorly characterized. Among them, all are RNA virus and hepatitis V virus is a DNA virus, which I will describe in this one by one. Now, let's discuss about hepatitis A virus. It belongs to the family Picornaviridae, which contain non-enveloped positive sense single-stranded RNA virus that also include members that can infect respiratory epithelium. And the size are approximately 30 nanometer in diameter and contain a icosahedral capsid which is made up of 4 proteins, that is BP1, BP2, BP3 and BP4. Among them, protein BP1 to 3 are located on the external side of the capsid and BP4 is located internally, as you can see in the figure. The genome consists of a single ORF encoding 3 groups of protein, that is P1, P2 and P3. P1 region encodes structural polypeptide. P2 and P3 includes protein which require for viral replication. So, this hepatitis A virus differs from other picornaviruses in that it is non-cytopathogenic and particles are released within membranous structure which contain 1 to 4 variants. So, this virus infect the epithelial cells of the small intestine and hepatocytes of primates. In that case, viral replication predominantly occur in the liver and is excreted via the bile into the colon and then transmitted fecal orally. And the clinical manifestation include jaundice, fever, abdominal pain, light stool and diarrhea. So, the infection is generally of a limited nature and does not occur chronically. The virus is very stable and resistant to acidic pH and also stable at 60 degrees centigrade for short duration. Next is about hepatitis V virus. It is a DNA virus which belongs to the Hepatnaviridae family and causes hepatitis B in humans. It is a viral infection that attacks the liver and can cause both acute and chronic disease. So, it is a double-stranded enveloped DNA viruses with a circular genome and a icosahedral capsid and is approximately 30 nanometer in diameter and contain a icosahedral capsid which is made up of 4 proteins, that is BP1 to BP4 that surrounds the 6 to 10 kb RNA genome. And the genome consists of a single ORF encoding 3 groups of protein, that is P1 for structural polypeptide, P2 and P3 for viral replication. So, after the virus attaches to the host receptor and enter via endocytosis, at that time BP4 protein opens a pore in the host endosomal membrane that allows the genomic RNA to enter the host cytoplasm, where BPG is removed from the viral RNA, which is then translated into the polyprotein and then replication occur in membrane vesicles which is derived from the ER, where double-stranded RNA is initially synthesized, then transcribed and replicated into single-stranded RNA plus genome and then packed into pre-assembled procapsid and then final material is ready for release, that is via cell lysis. In human, this infection is transmitted via blood transfusion. Next is about hepatitis C virus. It is a small enveloped icosahedral positive single-stranded RNA virus and belongs to Flaviviridae family. So, this hepatitis C virus causes viral hepatitis and hepatocellular carcinoma in humans, which leads to cause liver-related mortality and a chronic infection which can lead to cirrhosis, liver failure, hepatocellular carcinoma. It can lead to liver transplant and death and can mainly transmitted through the exposure to infected blood. And also, transmission may occur during transfusion of contaminated blood and blood products, which is contaminated through injection or injecting drug use. Apart from that, in some cases, sexual transmission of virus is also possible, but it is less common. And the first phases of the disease is called acute hepatitis C and covers the first 6 months after a person is infected. During this phase, most people shows no symptom, but after that patients may complain feeling very tired, sore muscle, joint pain, fever, nausea, stomach pain, itchy skin, dark urine, and also jaundice. So, if an individual already gets hepatitis C, then it is recommended to have the immunization against hepatitis A and B to protect the liver from extra damage because there is no vaccine available for hepatitis C virus. Next is about hepatitis D virus. It is an unusual single-stranded circular DNA virus with a number of similarities to certain plant virus satellites and virions. So, this virus can infect hepatocytes, but they do not contain hepatitis B antigen. It has hepatitis delta antigen. However, is unable to secrete infectious viral particles when co-infection occurred with hepatitis B virus. Chronic hepatitis D is the most aggressive form of viral hepatitis and is associated with cirrhosis, liver failure, and hepatocellular carcinoma. So, these variants are 35 to 37 nanometer and comprised of a envelope and ribonucleoprotein, which is similar in structure to HBV. Both viruses uses HBV surface antigen, that is SM, and HBs antigen for assembly. Next is about the viral life cycle, that is begins when the virus enters hepatocytes through attachment to cell surface, that is heparin sulfate proteoglycan. It is a receptor which is located at the basolateral membrane and is involved in the uptake of bile acid. After the entry, the virus is released into the cytoplasm and then transported into the nucleus where transcription and translation takes place. Replication takes place via rolling circle mechanism and results in the production of linear antigenomic RNA, which circularizes and serves a template for genomic strand RNA. So, after the translation and post-translation and modification takes place to make some progeny. After that, symptoms takes place. But symptoms of hepatitis B and hepatitis D are alike. So, it can be tough to define which disease is triggering your symptom. So, get vaccinated. Adults who are at high possibility for infection, such as those who use intravenous drug, should be immunized because there are no recognized treatment for acute or chronic hepatitis D. not like further forms of hepatitis, which exist antiviral medication. Next is about hepatitis E virus that causes of enterically transmitted non-A non-B hepatitis, and it is another non-enveloped single-stranded RNA virus which shares many biophysical and biochemical features with Kelsey viruses. It is the most similar genome to hepatitis E virus and is found in a plant virus, beet necrotic yellow vein virus, and there are similarities in the functional domain to rubella virus also. So, final taxonomic classification is yet to be agreed upon. So, hepatitis E virus is an important cause of large epidemic of acute hepatitis in the subcontinent of India, Central and Southeast Asia, the Middle East part of Africa and elsewhere. Next is about hepatitis E virus genome, which contain three open reading frames, that is ORF1 to 3. ORF1 includes a protein of 1693 amino acid which containing functional domains including a methyl transferase, cysteine proteases and RNA helicase and RNA dependent RNA polymerase. Next is about ORF2 which includes the viral capsid protein of 660 amino acid that is responsible for virion assembly, interaction with target cell and immunogenicity. Next is about ORF3 which overlaps ORF2 which includes a small protein of 113 or 114 amino acid that is involved in virion morphogenesis and release. So, hepatitis E virus replicates in the cytoplasm with a subgenomic RNA which produces the ORF2 and ORF3 protein and the full genomic RNA encoding non-structural protein and serving as a template for replication. So, this replicates in hepatocytes but also in the small intestine, colon and lymph node. And it can transmit this disease via fecal-oral route or through animal reservoir. So, it can cause an acute self-limited hepatitis in 5% of patients who contracts the virus, but can have high mortality in pregnant women, the old age person or those with pre-existing liver disease. In the case of chronic infection, it can occur in immunosuppressed or organ transplant patients. So, this virus can also causes extrahepatic manifestation which includes glomerulonephritis, pancreatitis, thrombocytopenia, autoimmune condition and neurological condition such as neuritis, neuropathy, Guillain-Barré syndrome and also encephalitis is also noted. So, let's have some brief about today's video. There are 5 main hepatitis viruses which refers to A, B, C, D and E. In particular type, that is type B and C, lead to chronic disease in hundreds of millions of people and can together are the most common cause of liver cirrhosis and cancer. Hepatitis A and E are typically caused by ingestion of contaminated food and water, whereas hepatitis B, C and D usually occur as a result of parental contact with infected body fluids. Whereas common modes of transmission for these viruses include contaminated blood or blood product, invasive medical procedures which uses contaminated equipment, and for hepatitis V transmission from mother to baby at birth or from family member to child and also by a sexual contact. So, acute infection may also occur with limited or no symptom. but may include symptoms such as jaundice, dark urine, extreme fatigue, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. So, today I have discussed about hepatitis and its types. So, thank you for watching this video.